That's true. This game's going to go fast. Everyone's going to play each other 2 points. That's how we're doing it. Everyone's going to play 2 points. I think everyone's going to play 2 points. Everyone will play 2 points, and then whoever's got the most points wins. I think that it's not going to take more than an hour and a half. All right, let's run it. So, see this, guys. This is a warm-up tournament for the official 2v2 tournament later this month. Now we're going to know. We're working out all the kinks today. Working out all the kinks. Did my game sound just cut out? All right, here we go. Here we go. The first ever Blitz 2v2 tournament. We're in it. There's no lag. We got the players. We got 5 teams. Now there's lag. Damn it. Yeah, I'm going to move my head after this point. Good call. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm catching up on a few things here. Okay. So I'm doing the colors red and orange. I think those are kind of easy to see. And then the blue and teal are the teams. It's going to be kind of hard to keep track, but you guys will figure it out. We do have top versus bottom here. So we got... yeah, I'm going to move my head after this point. Oh, just keep switching. Yeah, just keep switching my head back and forth. Nice. All right, so we got red and orange. So that's Ardee and Hassan on the bottom. We got Going and Seal on the top. Ardee and Hassan is a force to be reckoned with. Obviously, we went through the seeding with, like, best and worst, but then the players that were in the middle obviously got kind of stacked because Hassan's a monster and Ardee's a monster. So... but Going and Seal are both top-level players. Seal did win the intermediate tournament recently. Going's been playing Blitz for a while here, but yeah, I think, you know, in these 2v2s, you got to kind of strategize, try to pinch out the strong player. Trying to knock Ardee out early from these guys is probably the strategy. I'll put my head right in the middle of the lake. Good idea. I can't switch it during the point, but I'll switch it after this. Going's got a nice massive rhinos here, though. I like that. So all the action here on the left side. So, yeah, now we see Hassan pushing in here. Hassan's base is kind of left, but Seal is getting knocked out here. That prism walk from Ardee. So Ardee's bringing the prism walk, while Hassan brings the rhinos. I think they had a good team here. It's funny, these 2v2s, I have such a hard time keeping up. It's just like chaos. So they do dive, and they do knock out Hassan's MCV. So Hassan, okay, if they can get the War Factory, okay, so now Hassan only has a barracks left. Oh, no, he has a War Factory. So Hassan has a War Factory in Ardee's base as well. So that did slow him down, but probably not enough. Okay. So now we got a little push on the top side. And Seal is staying alive here on the top left. But that MCV is looking nice and vulnerable. And Ardee's now got his battle lab out. Ardee's running full speed right now. No lighthouse is captured yet. No one making a move on the water. Too much chaos going on elsewhere. Yeah, I didn't think about the lag and the connection issues. You forget with 4 players, you double your chances of having issues. It's never fun. Qien, are you watching the same game, man? Of course, dude. They've been getting rolled. Ardee's OP. Okay, and Ardee rolling through. Ardee's 2v2 base walk. Yep. Base walk OP. The base walk is OP. Okay, all right. So Ardee and Hassan are definitely, I think they're probably a crowd favorite. We've seen Hassan, he's been playing some good Blitz. Ardee, obviously, already a crowd favorite. These guys, I think, are a force to be reckoned with. So we are just doing, it's not, this isn't best of 3, by the way. Sorry, I'll change it on the scoreboard. We're just doing everyone plays against each other 2 times, and then whoever has the most points at the end wins the tournament. $30 going to the winner. I'll remove that best of 3, but we're using the scoreboard to keep track. So Ardee and Hassan pick up 1 point fairly easily there. Going and Seal, definitely a little bit less experience, but Ardee just a force. And I like the teamwork from Ardee and Hassan as well. Oh, I meant to move my head. I'll move my head next time. Is it better on the other side? Oh yeah, I'm out of the way over here. It's not, yeah, we're not going to really be able to do predictions because it's not best of 3. It's just 2 points each. I don't think it really matters, Zedd. Because Ardee's already rolling in with the GIs here. Trying to take a quick point here as we do see, so now we see left versus right. Ardee and Hassan on the left and Seal and going on the right. And they're pushing in right away. But yeah, I like that teamwork last point. Ardee going allied, bringing the Prism Walk back by Hassan's Rhinos. Pretty tough. Ivory the Aquaman. I think my head actually works here. This little mountain, I can kind of hide behind the mountain. On the other side, I have to get out of the way of the super weapons. Maybe I'll make that a channel point. 3,000 channel points. Oh, yeah. 3, 4. I meant to move the credits. The credits for the 4 players isn't set up. Forgot about that. Ardee bringing in the GIs. Oh, I like the walls from Going, trying to stay alive here. Hassan and Ardee are tough, man. Looking super, super tough. I like the walls, though. And the walls, ooh, he takes that oil, takes his own war factory, though. Did what he could, went down swinging. Another quick point here. So let's get, let's have the winner stay on. And let's get, Qien, is your team ready? And they call it GG. Ardee and Hassan looking tough. Qien, is your team ready? Are you in here? You ready? All right, Qien and Beals. Qien and Beals. Qien and Beals. All right, Beals, password 99. Yeah, I moved the camera to the left. All right. So, Ardee and Hassan. I'm on the hill, look. I'm not even in the map. This hill is not buildable. I could even go further to the left. I put myself all the way in the corner. Living and learning, that's what it's all about. All right, so now we got Ardee. We got Ardee and Hassan left side. We got Qien and Beals on the right side. So Qien, obviously OP, blue, bottom right, best in the world, Octakid himself. The Octakid himself. I don't like to mess with the sizing there because I have a few different layers all my different layers kind of affect each other. All right, so Hassan super early pressure, and they're trying to get Beals out right away. So you see Ardee and Hassan teaming up on Beals right away, trying to make Qien play a one-man show. Super early pinch out on the top right, and I think that's a great strategy. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good strategy, honestly, to pinch one person out. And now, well, pinch one person out and then go right for the throat. Now going in on Qien. Ardee and Hassan. Ardee and Hassan. They're monsters. They're monsters. You guys, other teams, you guys better start strategizing. How do you take down Ardee and Hassan? What's the strat? What's the strat? So Beals does have a war factory and a barracks. Oh, he's got no oil. There's nothing to do here. Nothing to do here. Oh, paradrop top left. I like that. Zedd's cooking up a strategy. He's ready to rock. All right, Zedd, your team's in next. The winner stays on. Well, we'll never see. Maybe Qien and Beals will pull a comeback in the next point. You never know. And Beals left all alone building conscripts. Ardee and Hassan put up the first point. 3-0, undefeated in the tournament so far. Yeah, it's a little tricky in these tournaments. I don't know where Jaz is. He signed up for this tournament, but then I didn't hear from him today. He was missing. So it's kind of tricky in these tournaments because, like, obviously, you know, you match the best player up with the worst. But it's a little tricky. Like, we should probably, in the official tournament later this month, we'll have 2 different divisions because putting Qien with someone who doesn't know Blitz, it's like, it's really not fair. I mean, having a teammate, no matter how good you are, it's really difficult to make up for a teammate that doesn't know Blitz or doesn't know what they're doing. It's you know, so it's pretty difficult to overcome because especially on a small map like this, you're just gonna get pinched out. So when we do the official tournament later this month, we have 30 people signed up. So we'll do 2 different divisions, and that way, Like Qien will be in the top division, but he'll be teamed up with like other intermediate players. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so now we do have we have top versus bottom here. Asan and Ardee on the bottom. Ardee allied again, gonna bring that nasty prism walk. Oh, he's celebrating. Yeah, it's not a seed. It's not really seeding in that sense. Well, you can't. I mean, you're trying. I mean, the whole point of doing making teams is to make them fair. So, I mean, like, like, what are we gonna be like? Qien, you're number 1. We should reward you. We'll give you number 2. Put Qien and Ardee on a team. Qien and Ardee versus the world. If anyone destroys one of their MCVs, they win. All right, nice little mass of rhinos here. Going to pull ahead on this exchange, I think. Yeah, and I think Ardee and Asan should be coming at them fast. Like these last games they've won, the aggressive base walks and stuff, I think were definitely the strategy. I don't think you don't want to let Qien get established. So this is looking, I think this is, whoa, some questionable tank control here. Qien's hungry. Qien wants to make something happen fast, but if they're going to let him build up, I think he should be a little bit more comfortable sitting back. Both players, so we see Teal, Beals and Qien trying to push in, get something done, but tanks behind enemy lines going to lose their armies here. Actual colors for, yeah, it's a little easier said than done. I'm going to try to make a layer that just expands the player sections in the top right. I need to work. There's a way to do a layer that would show the player name and their money. It's a bit tricky, though, because they're random positionings. Yeah, so now Ardee and Asan hitting back now. So now we do see, so Qien has his Kirov and his Iron Curtain now. Yeah, I think the biggest thing with the matchups though will be to have 2 divisions, and that way, you know, you won't have like, you don't want to have really, you don't want to have any players who are too far out of each other's divisions. So we'll just have like a lower division and a higher division. I think that'll help when we do the full tournament. So this Kirov not able to get much done, and now Ardee's got his Eagles in the sky, which is scary. Asan's got his Battle Lab out, but no Iron Curtain yet. Yeah, it's just hard. If you got 4, you have to have 4 layers down there, and then when you do the layers, if the names are different sizes, they're different lengths, they overlap, they go off the scoreboard. So now we do see, so Qien and Asan both in the water. Asan's out with the Dreadnought first, so Qien's got a lot of rhinos here. Nice push from Beals. Beals is showing up. I like it, I like it. The Dreadnought now targeting the naval yard, so he's got his squid out. So Qien's going to counter these dreads with the squids. Iron Curtain coming. Oh, big chain reaction on that oil. And that's the problem with 2v2. You don't have much room to build. Oh, he's got that Iron Curtain, but he needs to be targeting the tanks, not the buildings. Target the tanks, try to pull ahead on this battle. And they're going to pull ahead on this Rhino exchange, and the squids are isolating and controlling those dreadnoughts. We got the blue team down here with a lot of tanks. They just need to pick good targets. They need to be clicking the defensive structures. Ooh, but Beals is targeting buildings instead of defensive structures and tanks. Okay, yeah, I would, you know, keep cleaning out the tanks. You got a lot of smoking units here. Oh! The nuclear reactor, their own units. I guess putting them low power was nice, but they did lose a lot of tanks there, and their bases are getting chewed apart on the top side. So what do we got? Okay, so the blue team's got 2 MCVs left. So Asan is low power with that nuclear reactor hit. Still think they could have got more done with that army if they wouldn't have allowed that. Beals is getting heavily droned on the bottom side. So this is Asan's last war factory. Asan is now essentially out of the game. He only has oil derricks left. Beal's just making some questionable decisions. He could be targeting these armies, I think, a little bit more. Like, diving on that war factory doesn't really make sense. There's 3 war factories. Hassan is still in the water as well with 14k, but he is low power. Okay, so now we see a Iron Curtain from Qien. He's going to take that oil, get a nice chain reaction. And so, yeah, you see Hassan's navy is completely neutralized by these squids. Another good chain reaction there. Takes the barracks and a lot of infantry with it. Qien's going to bounce out now. He knows time is on his side. His teammate has an MCV and 4 war factories. So Teal's keeping the pressure on from the left side. We have Qien working on the top side. There are some prism tanks and some mirages here. But that's not going to be enough. And they're just throwing units in. They're getting melted. I don't think it really matters. They can just keep sending units in like this. Going for a power plant. You just keep playing darts with mashed potatoes at this point. You just keep throwing stuff. Keep throwing stuff into the wall until it sticks. Qien says, click on power, dude. So he's targeting possibly the wrong buildings. Qien doesn't like that. He's the Octo Kid. He's got time to correct his teammate in chat while also decimating his opponent on the ground. Pinching in now. Ardee, nothing left to do. Maybe trying to run out the clock, trying to stay alive. Ardee quits out. Hassan is left with a naval yard and 3 oils. Hassan quits out. And it goes 1-1. It's not best of 3, guys. Remember, these guys are just playing 2 points against all other players, round robin style. That does give, let's say, winner stays. Wow. Okay. So that does. So Qien and Beal's coming out there for the second one. So they're on 1 win, 1 loss. And Ardee and Hassan go to 3 wins, 1 loss. Click the power, dude. Qien 2022. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. So let's get Legend and Pro Rattle in here. Legend and Pro Rattle to play Qien. Pro Rattle and Legend up now, and then Zedd, let's get you and Loka in next. Is Legend here? Oh yeah,
hello, my friends.
Wizam. What's up? What's up? Pro Rattle. These are moving pretty quick. I think we're right on schedule. I think we're doing good. All right, so now we got Legend's team versus Qien's team. Team Legend versus Qien. Look at these pings. Man, my ping's the only one lagging a little bit. Let's go RA2 Cash Games. What a noob. Oh, we're missing a player. Legend, you chilling? Legend, you good? Netflix. Netflix, like a blister, showing up when the work's done. The party's over, buddy. You're 40 minutes late to the tournament you signed up for. You know, Netflix, I can't feel that bad for you because I know you have Google. I know you have Google. And you could have Googled it, Netflix. If you really cared about me, you would have Googled it. Wait, Legend, do you want to... Okay, Netflix, actually hang around. Legend's saying Legend might not be able to be around for this whole thing. Netflix, you want to be Legend sub? Because Legend... I just saw Legend's DM. He says this might go too long for him. Netflix, hang around, man. We might need a sub. Alright. So we got Legend Pro Rattle. This is moving pretty quick. We did start a little bit late. It was hard. Then the players didn't confirm. Need the players to confirm. We're going to get it all figured out. I got a new system down now on my Discord. We got a division, a private Discord for all the different players. We're using thumbs up reactions. It's going to be this whole thing. All right. So, Legend in red, Pro Rattle in orange. So we got right side versus left side. Qien, Team Qien versus Team Legend. Beals and teal in the top left. Qien and blue in the bottom left. All right, Netflix, hang around, man. Yeah, we'll see how long Legend can play, and then you might have to fill in. Pro Rattle running with his MCV. Beals also running with his MCV. Wait, that was so weird. That was the same thing happened. Oh my God, Qien and Legend both just forced their second players to retreat with GI rushes at the exact same time. Weird, crazy. So, Legend's GI Rush looking pretty OP here. Nice. Let's get that lag going. Beals, buddy. And Qien left all alone. Nice. That's why we call it the warm-up tournament. There is $30 on the line, but a warm-up tournament nonetheless. Qien left with just a barracks. He does have an AFC. 4 grand. 4 Grizzlies. Dawn with the follow. Thanks, buddy. I like how Qien is still like trying to win this game, even though he doesn't have a war factory. He'd has to try to. No, I don't know what he can do. I mean, you try to hit the MCV. No, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do here. The Rockies. Now he's bringing out the GGIs. All right, so these guys are going to run another point, so they get their second point in right after this. And then, Qien's so funny, man. That elite GGI. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is just Qien and Legend playing a 1v1 where Qien doesn't have an MCV. This is hilarious. Oh, my God. He's got the Rockies. He has to hit the War Factory. Oh, but that IFV... Oh, he's going to hit the oil. This is amazing. He forces the sell, but he gets a Patriot missile out. The GIs come. The Rockies come. The elite Rocky goes down. That was hilarious. That's why you call him the Octo Kid, man. That is hilarious. All right. Here we go. Point number two. Point number two. So Lgnd. So both Lgnd and Qien brought the GI rush last time. We're able to pretty much knock out their neighbors, but Qien took too much collateral damage on the last point on the back end. Wasn't able to recover. So Lgnd is in red in the bottom left. Pro Rattle in orange in the bottom right. So we got bottom versus top. Bottom versus top, and then we got Qien up in the top right and Beals in the top left. Dr. Cortex, you didn't see it. Come on, man. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. And so, again, we're going to see Lgnd bring the GI rush. We're going to see Beals not build a bunker. So if Beals has leg issues again, we will need a low-level player to fill in for him. So if we have anyone in the chat, fairly inexperienced player. But Bud Smuggler, are you in here? I had you on as an alternate. If you're in here, we'll have you fill in for Beals if he has more connection issues. The elite GI doing work. Bunker, 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 bunker. Qien going over to try to save Beals. Okay, so a nice little top versus bottom. Again, Lgnd getting a lot of use out of those GIs now. I think we'll see Lgnd go AFC and probably bring the Prism Towers here. Greetings from Amsterdam. Greetings to you too, buddy. I'm actually going to Amsterdam. I'm going to Amsterdam in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I think 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 4 weeks? 4 weeks. Gets on that backside, goes up on the cliff. Yeah, so just trying to... This strategy basically really trying to put the pressure on the weaker link, leave Qien alone so that him and Pro Rattle can pinch him out. I think it's a pretty good strategy from Lgnd. Qien trying... And so Qien's putting his resources into trying to keep Beals alive. And Pro Rattle's kind of just chilling in the bottom right. I do some like online marketing stuff. Work for a few different companies. It's all freelance stuff. I just work for myself. Yeah, this is interesting. What is Pro Rattle doing right now? I feel like he's like Qien and Beals are double teaming. Oh, he's got his tanks over there. I've noticed that in Amsterdam, no one wears helmets. I won't wear a helmet, man. No way. I'm too cool for that. So yeah, all this concentration up on the top left, but Qien's done a good job. He's protected his backside. You see the sentry guns and the bunkers there on the right. All the focus up here on the top left. We'll see how the dust settles. A lot of chaos. 4 players, hard to pick up. Ooh, so gonna sneak over on that right side, try to take that oil out. The flak chases it out. So the red team is gaining ground on the left side here. Beals tries to go for some kind of back door, doesn't work. Netflix. Yeah, Netflix is watching this like, yeah, sure, I'd be happy to fill in. He's watching Orange. He's like, never mind, I'm busy. Look at this chaos on the top left. 4 players fighting inch by inch. Man, this is just chaos up there. Neither player's bringing infantry into the fight, which is interesting. So these bases are, there's so much collateral damage up here. One oil is just going to light the whole thing off. But still, the battle continues. Look at the chaos. Look at the craters up here. Yeah, Qien handling both players. He's like, Beals, you just try not to get in my way. Oh my god, and Qien is pulling ahead here. But now the Rockies are out, but Qien's got the flax. He's got that elite. And so Beals is going to blow up that oil and destroy Qien's tanks. No, okay, wasn't too bad. Beals doing fine. I mean, Beals, he's doing good on the back end. He's just not microing on the front end very well. But he's doing fine on the back end. He's got the war factories out. He's pumping units. He's not playing bad. 2v2 Blitz, I mean, it's pretty chaotic. I don't think he's played any Blitz at all. So, you know, you can't go too hard on him. So Legend goes down. Pro Rattle quits out. Wow, and so we see another match go 1-1. So we're gonna have the winners stay on here. We'll have Legend stay. Let's have Legend play his games because they're running out of time. All right, and then Zedd will get you in here to play Legend's team. So, so Legends 1 win, 1 loss. Qien, they just picked up a 2nd win and a 2nd loss. Legend said, Pro Rattle, your tanks. Why aren't you using them? Tanks are important. You guys, that's a Legend lesson right there. Tanks matter. Tanks matter. All right, so now we got Zedd and Loka. Loka's a showman, man. Any of you guys who have caught Loka's games, Loka's here for the people. He's only got one priority, and that is to entertain us. I'm excited to see what he's going to bring in 2v2. I'm a big fan of Loka, man. Wildly entertaining. So Zedd and Loka, blue and teal, B. We're rolling with these, man. We got this dialed in, you guys. This is what the warm-up tournament's all about. Qien. Yeah, Beals, you gotta control your computer, man. That's a big part of the game. Okay, all right. Legend Pro Rattle, Zedd, Loka. You said your Discord popped up and then your apps were popping up in the middle of the game? Qien. He actually was pumping war factories. If that's what you told him to do, he was pumping war factories. All right. Yeah, and so anyway, guys, this is why it's a warm-up tournament. It's a warm-up tournament. We got Legend and Qien both mad at their teammates. You guys, they're going to be different divisions in the full tournament. Don't worry, guys. This is just a warm-up, Qien. Qien! Why I need to make 1,000,000 sentries?
Battle control terminated.
Did I do the teams wrong? No. Yeah, you need to, yeah, the bunkers, Beals, is the big thing. You need to get the bunkers juiced up with conscripts right away. Legends, I like Legends turning it up a notch. Legends changing his resolution so we can see the full screen. I like that. Hype it up. Look, are we good? Let's go. Let's go. No picking spots, noob. All right. See, he's sorry. All right, all right. It's true. All right, advice is good. We like advice. We like advice. Oh, okay. Qien putting up wins with someone who's never played Blitz before. That's what we're all here for. All right. So we got Pro Rattle and Legend in the bottom. We got Zedd and Loka in the top side. So Zedd is going to go allied, try to bring a Prism Walk, I'm sure. Oh, the early GIs. We're going to see the early GIs from Zedd. Again, guys, keep an eye on Loka, man. He's a showman. Kid's wild. Wild card. The sheriff. Hey, now everyone knows it. Everyone screenshot that. The Qien secret sauce recipe right there. Screenshot. Okay, Berg, I think it's pronounced like that too, but ever since the Latouf fiasco, I'm not going to say it unless someone specifically tells me 100% for sure that it is. And by someone, I mean him. He needs to tell me. Because I don't believe you guys. I don't trust you guys. And don't forget the bunker. All right, GIs. So Zedd's got the GIs and the Prism Walk coming on Pro Rattle here. Pro Rattle's going to be in a pretty tough spot. This Prism Walk's going to get nasty fast. On the left side, we got Loka pushing in on Legend nicely. So I like this. So Loka's tying up Legend just enough so that Legend can't really help defend Pro Rattle. Orange gonna... Oh, the conscripts are a good counter. So the conscripts are a good move here to counter those Prism Towers. That's a good move. That's exactly what you want to do against the Prism Walk, guys. Always remember that. Man, okay, so Legend dives on Zedd's MCV and gets it. So Zedd's effectively out of this game. And Zedd's got a lot of GIs on the bottom side though, so they need to knock. Well, Legend's out of the game too. Legend and Zedd are both out of the game. If Legend's gonna lose his MCV, oh my god. And so now it's Pro Rattle versus Loka. Why does Legend's power plant? Oh, if he hits the power plant, Legend will lose all of his units. Ah, if he hits this power plant, Legend will lose his tanks. He's not able to get it. So now Loka's all alone. Loka's doing some work on the bottom side. He's got a few tanks. Legend's only got these Grizzlies left, so it's not too big of an issue. Loka's in a pretty good spot to pull this one home, I think. Yeah, when you have... So the way we set it up, the middle players, like the really good players and the lower level players end up together. The middle pack is probably the strongest because you end up with players of similar levels versus one really strong and one less experienced. Like that's why like the Ardee and Hassan is a pretty good team as well. So Legend's out now. Yep. So Loka's gonna take this. First point going to Zedd and Loka. So what team has not played Legend and Pro Rattle yet? Let's get them in next, because I know Legend's tight on time. I think we have one more team that has not played Legend and Pro Rattle. We got one more point in this matchup, and then we'll have whoever else has not played Legend and Pro Rattle. Nightbot, come on, don't send 2 messages in a row like that. 3 messages in a row, Nightbot? I gotta check my timers. Spam the people. He kept his cool. Loka's just a beast. Beast mode, Loka. All right, readying up, readying up. Yeah, I know. We really need to be nicer, too. I talk this big game like, players of all levels, all skills, everyone's welcome here. The problem is the 2v2s, we mix everyone together. Generally speaking, like, I tell people, I'm like, people are like, oh, I'm really bad, I don't want to play on the stream. I don't care at all. Like, if you can be as bad as you want, and then we'll match up the divisions. Like, we have a Division 5. We tried to run a Division 5 this month, so it doesn't matter about the skills. I just try to make competitive games. And so it's all about matching up players by their skill levels. I mean, I would love to do a 16-person tournament with all players who hardly know what they're doing, as long as it's competitive. 2v2 is obviously the most difficult because, you know, you need a lot of players, and then you get a lot of different skill levels and stuff. But anyway, when we do the official 2v2 later this month again, we'll split up the 2 divisions, players that are more experienced and less experienced, and that'll even it out a little bit. Let's get, so who has not played Legend? What team has not played Legend's team? Asan and Ardee, have you guys played Legend's team? So Pro Rattle and Legend both going allied this point, but the GI is not getting much done. All right, Ardee and Asan. So Ardee and Asan are going to play Legend next. Legend and Pro Rattle next. So top versus bottom here. So Zedd allied, not able to get much done yet. Going to use these GIs, these Grizzlies. Pro Rattle trying to use his Eagles. Yeah, Ardee and Asan, you guys in next. Legend's got a lot of Grizzlies here, but Loka, yeah, if Loka's able, I mean, Loka's able to keep Legend completely distracted, and then Zedd's able to basically run free. Now they're both teamed up. Pro Rattle's chilling. I feel like Pro Rattle played yesterday. Oh, wait. Oh, Go Going. Oh, Go Going. Go Going. Have you played Legend yet? I'm a little confused. Pro Rattle was playing yesterday, and I thought he was doing fine. All right, yeah, Go Going, and well, I don't know. No, Ardee and Asan hop in. It doesn't really matter. Ardee and Asan hop in. We're rolling though, huh? All right, so Zedd and Loka. That puts them undefeated, 2 wins, 0 losses. And that gives Legend and Pro Rattle 3 losses. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yesterday we saw Pro Rattle play. I guess I can't remember. Honestly, the player, there's a lot of players at this point. I'm getting things mixed up maybe, but Pro Rattle's like building a Blitz map right now, and he came and played yesterday. I'm a little confused. The 2v2 format is pretty intense though. But yeah, it's he's not getting too much done. But hey, as you know, all part of the game, all part of the game. There's a lot of pressure. 2v2's hard, Blitz is hard. Me yelling from the booth, Legend being mean to you. It's all hard. All right. So now we got Ardee, so we got left versus right now, Ardee in blue, Asan in teal, Legend in red, Pro Rattle in orange. Digital, yeah, 2v2 tournament, man, we're getting it going. So Legend now with the GI rush topside. This could be really, really good. Lgnd needs to try to knock out an opponent right away, or he ends up getting double teamed, basically. So, but I like this. So now we see Pro Rattle. He took the advice, build bunkers to defend, build war factories, mass rhinos. Easy as that. So when we play, this is called Blitz. It's on a smaller map. You build oil. And actually, I got a little robot that can tell you this. Robot, where you at? Blitz robot. Boom. So there's no Grand Cannon for France. We don't use the Grand Cannon. It's too strong. Zedd, it won't. Oh yeah. Thanks, Zedd. Supermod Zedd. Supermod Zedd. All right, so Pro Rattle's hanging in there, which is nice, but wait. But Legend's just losing to Asan on the top side. Did Lgnd get double teamed, or is Asan just overpowering Lgnd? Legend's trying to get down on the bottom and try to work on Ardee, because the problem is if Ardee builds up his allied, gets his Eagles and his Battle Lab out, then they're totally screwed anyway. Asan is now in Legend's base. Completely in Legend's base. Yeah, the Grand Cannon's OP, man. Zedd, I told you had 10 minutes like 4 minutes ago. Why didn't you go then? Okay, you realistically, you probably got about 10 minutes, Zedd, so hurry. You have another match after this, though, so probably about 10 minutes. All right. So 1 point for Ardee and Asan. Ardee and Asan looking tough. Yeah, Zedd and going Ardee and Asan. I think those are the two top teams right now. Eat while you play. I like it. I like it. Ba 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 ba. All right. Top versus bottom now. Yeah, so Legend's got to be trying to be thinking here. What's the strategy? He's got to knock someone out quick. But I think that's why he wanted the GIs. I don't know. It's pretty tough. If you have, I mean, like, you got to have, your teammate has to be helping you out a little bit, or it's very, very difficult. But again, we can't be too judgmental on the players. Again, it's just not really fair to have one division and make Pro Rattle play with these guys. Isn't really fair. But that's why, again, guys, later this month, the big 2v2 tournament, the official 2v2 tournament later this month, we're going to have 2 different divisions. And so all players will be welcome, and we'll be really nice to all of them, regardless of your skill. So join the Discord. Come hang out. Sign up. Z Kareem late to the party. Hard to say. I think right now, Zedd and Loka and Ardee and Asan, I think, are the 2 favorites right now. And honestly, like, this is just, well, no, it's not. It's a 2v1. So yeah, you see Ardee joining in to back Asan. Legend's not going to be able to get much done. Yeah, Legend's over it, I think. All right, going. Hopefully Lgnd doesn't quit out of the tournament. Going and Seal join up. Going and Seal. So that's 2 wins for Ardee and Asan. Okay, so they're looking pretty tough. Pretty tough. And that's 2 losses for... No, I know it, but that's, again, Qien, that's what, ooh, 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 ooh. Ping's looking pretty rough. That's what I'm saying, though. When we split, right now there's too big of a divide in the players. So, like, it's unfair to have the number 1 and the number 2 matched with such low, less experienced players. So that's why when we do the official tournament, when we split up split them up, then, like, Qien, you'll be matched up with, like, an intermediate player, basically. Well, in 2v2 it's a little trickier than that, kill me not. Pro Rattle, his teammate's not a very experienced Blitz player. Legend's gotta be so pissed. Oh, losing sucks. Losing is no fun. All right, so again, we got top versus bottom here, and Legend building in Pro Rattle's base. I don't know why. I guess maybe he just wants to go after Seal on the left side here. So Seal, guys, in blue, he did win the intermediate Yuri's Revenge tournament. He plays out of Mongolia. He's a pretty good level player, pretty good intermediate player. Played some Blitz. Going on the right side. He's a pretty high level player in traditional. He's been playing Blitz for a while as well, so it's a pretty good matchup, pretty good team. So Legend's getting a little wacky here, building his War Factory and Barracks on one side, but both players out with the bunkers, drawing those lines in the sand. Legend just desperately trying to make something happen early on, basically. He just, I think he feels the pressure late game with Pro Rattle not really being able to keep up. So he's just desperately trying to make something happen early on. Ooh, in range of that bunker, though. And these players they're just not allowing it. These are pretty good level players. Nice sentry gun on the back of the base there. 2 sentry guns. Good teamwork from Seal and Going. Pro Rattle did build a flat cannon. Yeah. Well, we got to keep things positive around here. You never know. Could be a Kirov coming. Could be a Kirov coming. You never know. Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult. It's hard because it's really my fault. Like, I shouldn't have done this. We just didn't have enough players. I shouldn't have let players that I didn't know well into a game with the pros. I should have split them up. I try to keep things competitive. So living and learning. Legend. So he's got a War Factory on both sides, trying to play both sides of the map. He kind of has to. There's been a lot of dancing around here. Nothing too decisive yet. Pro Rattle's building some rhinos, though. I like that. But now we see this base walk. Nice base walk on the left side from Seal, those bunkers and the rhinos. Pro Rattle's going to try to push in. Ooh, it's a lot of bunkers. He's going to get melted on that left side. So he's going to lose all his rhinos there. Yeah, you can talk on voice. A lot of players just don't. A lot of players either don't know each other, they don't speak the same language, or whatever the case. So a lot of players don't. It's obviously a pretty big disadvantage. To be able to talk on voice is pretty huge, but I wouldn't imagine most teams are doing it. So Legend's able to push tech here, and he's able to just kind of control and stay alive. Pro Rattle still has his MCV. He's still in the game. He's on 3 war factories now, but he's just throwing rhinos into those bunkers. Now a huge tank push on the left side. No Desolators out. Kirov on the right side for Lgnd. Gonna try to take out those bunkers and then maybe try to push over there. I'm not totally sure. A lot of rhinos on the left side here. Lgnd and Pro Rattle are outgunned pretty severely here on the left side. Wow, and Legend's able to protect Pro Rattle there and ward off that attack. Legend's pretty exposed on the right side, but Lgnd does have an Iron Curtain coming. Pro Rattle on a lot of war factories now, though. So Pro Rattle now on, he's got 4 war factories pumping. Legend's got an Iron Curtain coming. So the only thing the bottom side has going for him, the top side has not pushed tech yet. Oh, Pro Rattle is just melting his tanks into those bunkers. Okay, so now a Kirov out from Lgnd to try to... that Kirov on the left side will be nice. This Kirov should be able to push back this expansion nicely. Give Pro Rattle a little bit of room to work. He should target this oil. Target that oil. It would take both bunkers. He's going for the bunker instead. He's a bit distracted. You can't blame him. He takes the oil. Nice chain reaction. Will he get another one? Possibly. Nope, doesn't get the other one. Oh, he's going to dive on that oil. Nice play, Pro Rattle. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, we got ourselves a banger here. Wait, is this scoreboard right? Is this the first point these guys have played, or is this their second point? Iron Curtain now from Lgnd, top right. Coming in now. Pro Rattle now on 6 war factories, proving he can hang with the big boys. Big hit from Lgnd there. Takes the MCV with the oil chain reaction. And that's Teal's MCV. He does... But Going is far from out of this game. He's got a lot of war factories and a lot of oil pumping. Legend's going to take that oil. Nice chain reaction. Does some damage to his own tanks. Needs to be careful here. He does get that war factory. His count might have been off, though, because Going still has a war factory. Lgnd could have considered trading more tanks there because Going left with a lot of tanks. All right, denies the naval yard. Damn, this is a pretty good game. Bit of a barn burner, if I don't say so myself. Zedd, that was quick, man. That was quick. So now Pro Rattle has his own rhinos. I'd like to see some fodder in there. He's on 13K, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. Now Lgnd bringing out the Kirovs. Lgnd putting this game on his back, but Pro Rattle also showing up, pumping the rhinos, making some things happen. Pouring out the Kirovs now, as you see Lgnd on 4, 6, 7 war factories. We are lagging our faces off right now, but it's a banger nonetheless. Iron Curtains the war factory. Oh my god, we are moving so slow. There's a lot going on. You can't blame the game. Legend's going to break the game with his Kirovs. The Kirovs are pouring out. Going's only on 1 war factory. If Lgnd could knock out this last war factory, it would put Going out of the game. Oh, nice chain reaction. Does he get it? He's going to get it. The Kirovs, the Dreadnoughts, and Lgnd looking absolute octopus status right now. You say, damn, this guy's still sure you're doing a good job in this 1v1. How about a 1v2? Lgnd looking tough. But hey, hats off to Pro Rattle. He did show up there as well. But Lgnd looking super tough, managing both sides of the field, proving he's one of the best players in the world. Lgnd looking great. That was a fun one. The lag, a bit unfortunate, but you do what you can with what you got. So, Lgnd and Pro Rattle put one on the board. They got 2-0'd by Ardee and Hassan. Is there any way a different tunnel would be better? I don't think so. Zedd, how are we feeling? Loka, how are we feeling? Loka and Zedd looking tough, man. So what matches do we have left? Zedd, have you guys played Go Going and Seal yet? Zedd having a team pep talk in the stream. Yeah, we can get Qien. All right, let's get Zedd. Let's get Zedd and Loka in to play. So this finishes out Legend. Legend and Pro Rattle are done after this. So we can do. Let's do Zedd. Let's do Zedd's team versus Go Going's team. Fish in the house. Fish never misses out on 2v2, except when he did today because he was supposed to be playing. That's okay, Fish. How we feeling? We confident? I love that. Love the pep talk, Zedd. All right, so Legend, that was an epic point. That was a really fun point, last one. All right, so Legend Pro Rattle able to pull one out, able to band together. I love, like, Legend, and that's, like, the funnest kind of players, too. Like, Legend could have quit. Legend could have realistically quit before this match. He could have been like, dude, I'm running out of time. I'm not doing this. This sucks, and left. And I wouldn't have blamed him that much. I would have been upset, but I wouldn't have blamed him. And then instead, Legend sucks down a cigarette, rips his shirt off, and comes so hard in that last game, builds his war factory in his teammates' base, spamming out of both war factories, managing the whole map, countering, recountering. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. I know, people don't get it, man, this whole work thing. It's kind of nice for me. I just work all night. And then people think I'm, like, really dedicated because they're like, whoa, why is this dude emailing us at 4 a.m.? This dude's committed. And I'm like, nah, I was just playing video games all day. All right. So, Legend and Pro Rattle, left versus right, Go Going and Seal. The match of the century. So Legend now out with some Desos. We didn't see any Desos last game. 4-player Soviet game, no Desos. Again, we see 4-player Soviet. Yeah, it makes it even more interesting with everyone else's time changes. The Algeria time. It's so funny that I know the time in Algeria. Actually, I don't. What time is it in Algeria right now? Like, I'd guess, like, 9 p.m. maybe? 9 p.m.? 8 p.m.? 9 p.m. 10 p.m. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. is my guess. All right. Both players amassing their armies. And Pro Rattle's showing up. Pro Rattle's showing up. Hey, you know what they say? Pressure makes diamonds. Pro Rattle feeling the pressure. He wants to live up to it. He's got a Legend on his team, quite literally. He wants to show him that he can hang and bang. Gonna target this oil, get a nice chain reaction. Damages some of his own tanks at the same time. That's okay. Nice hit. Oh, I literally almost guessed. I actually did. I did pretty much guess the time in Algeria. Ivor OP. There's only so many things the guy in the booth can do that's OP, but that's one of them. Kirov's trading on the top side. Teal and red, so we got Go Going sending in a Kirov and Legend sending in a Kirov. Go Going's Kirov is AFK, ran out of gas halfway to the target. That's never good. Legend's also in the water. Legend flexing and looking full octopus status right now. That Kirov's still getting work done. It was like AFK for 10 minutes. Oh, this lag is killing me right now. Qien, you're up at 5 a.m., man. You're committed. Qien, you're a teenager, dude. You don't even need to sleep. Teenagers don't sleep, man. Oh, my God. Legend just did... Oh. That Kirov just did work. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ah, Fish Zedd, Qien. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty good at time changes, man. Pretty good. Got a world clock app on my phone. So the Dreadnought's coming out from Legend. Legend's a beast. Legend's a beast. There's no way around it. Desos to counter the Dreadnought. I like that. Pro Rattle's showing up, though. He's pumping these rhinos like we told him to. He's doing a good job. He's figuring things out, hanging in there. Not letting Legend get double teamed. This Dreadnought doing work. That Deso's going to get down, but he will take that oil. Pretty good chain reaction there. Big tank battle on the bottom here. Iron Curtain. Oh, that's a nice Iron Curtain. Is able to hit the nuclear. Oh, Iron Curtains both ways. Yeah. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run the other games. We're not going to run Going and Seals games unless we have to. So we're going to run the other games. And if we get in a position where they can't win, we're not going to run their games because this lag is terrible. So let's get, can we do Zedd? Zedd versus Qien's team, right? We haven't done that one yet. Let's do Zedd and Qien next. So Zedd and Qien. Team Zedd, Team Qien.
Gear of reporting.
Legend's a beast. Now the Kirov's out. Iron Curtain out. Look at Legend's base. Just a war machine over here, pumping away. The Kirov's pouring out. No, Team Legend lost to Team Ardee, both points, I think. Nice Iron Curtain to finish things off here. That was fun. That was a fun little series. Legend and Legend Pro Rattle showing up. I like that. Wait, so Legend's done now, right? That's 6. That's 8. Yeah. So that brings Legend. So they just got 2 wins. That brings Legend to 3 wins. And that brings Going to 4 losses. Okay, so now we got Team Zedd versus Team Qien. Okay. And then I guess it's... not sure what other... Woo, getting a little complicated. All right. Oh, the Legend versus Ardee. Yeah, the 1v1. Legend won. Legend won 3-1. Fisher, that was a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago, man. Anything could have happened. Zedd, Loka, Qien, and Beals. Loka, blue. Oh, wait, no. Loka's red. Zedd's red. Loka's orange. Blue. Teal. All right, let's get it going. Blue, teal, Beals, Qien, red, orange. Smash it. Do it. Go, go. Oh, gotta correct something over here. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't. All right, all right, all right. So, wait. This is kind of interesting. Have we... Wait, have we had corners yet? Have we had corners yet? I don't think we've had opposite corners yet. Huh. Wizam, of course, man. Of course. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna be able to create a layer that expands the players' names on the right side. I think it's gonna be a little complicated. I'm gonna find a way to expand their credits and their names for the full tournament. Again, this is the warm-up tournament. VW! VW, I put together a whole 2v2 tournament for you, and you don't play! Come on, man! Finally doing Blitz 2v2 just for you, buddy. Alright, so we got Zedd in red, Loka in orange on the right side. We got Qien in blue bottom left, and Beals in the top left. And, yeah, so Zedd's going on the early knockout on Beals. That's definitely the move. Beals has proven that he can't really handle the early pressure. And obviously, the Octo Kid, Qien, you don't want him to be playing a 2v2 game. You want to get Qien 1v2. So I think the idea of trying to squeeze out Beals early on makes perfect sense. See what he can do. Are you still at work, V-Dub? You're stoned and can play video games at work? That sounds fun. Uh-oh.
Is not my army beautiful? Behold, it destroys everything you own.
Well, V-Dub, we'll get you in the full tournament. Hopefully we'll get you out for the full tournament later this month. It's on a Sunday, so hopefully you'll be available. Want to see you in the Blitz pit, man. All right, so Beals gets knocked out here. Is Matt V-Dub? Is V-Dub Matt? I told you, man. I tried to get him here. Oh, gotcha. We'll stick around. This tournament's about done. So if you're around, maybe we'll put together some show matches after this. But for sure, like I said, the big 2v2 tournament later this month. We got 30 players signed up. Should be a lot of fun. It's on a Sunday. Hope to see you there, V-Dub. I had a hell of a time trying to message you. I was like, how many W's are in this kid's goddamn name? And then I was like, wait, maybe they're not W's. Maybe there's V's stacked together. All right. So Beals gets knocked out. Qien, the Octo Kid, now has to play 1v2. But it's nothing he can't handle. That's why we call him the Octo Kid. And we finally get the 2v1 we've all been asking for. But Loka and Zedd are tough. Bike Rush in the house.
I'm so excited you're here. I could befriend a Chrono Legionnaire.
I could befriend a Chrono Legionnaire, Bike Rush. That's how excited I am. Qien, if Qien pulls this off, I don't know if there's really... He kind of has to try to make a dive. I don't know. Like a 2v1, you got to kind of just commit and get lucky to someone. You can't let both players build up. Maybe you can. He's the Octo Kid. Qien can do whatever he wants. Who knows? Who knows? I'll take this hoodie off. All right, what did I miss? Something amazing happened? Did Qien make a comeback? Oh, no. Qien loses his MCB, loses his army. The GG easy, no re. Actually, there is a re. Point number 2. Point number 2 now. So, Zedd and Loka are looking tough. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard here because I'm forgetting what's going on. Zedd and Loka currently undefeated, if anyone's keeping track. Zedd and Loka currently undefeated. Loka says BRB. BRB, Loka? Come on, buddy. All right, Hangman, you guys ready for it? Give me it. Give me a letter. Talk to me. Talk to me. We're waiting for Loka. He's BRB. We got time for one hangman. Scarfy, got to get back in here, man. We're getting the full tournament going this month. Join the Discord. Sign up. It'll be a lot of fun. L? You guys want an L? Ooh, I don't think L. Ooh, there goes the head. What else we got? An A? 2 people want an A. We'll give an A. Oh, you guys are going to kill this guy. E? Okay, we do have an E. It's a Red Alert 2 unit or building. Red Alert 2 unit or building. What do we got? Yeah, V-Dub and Qien. Ooh. Ooh. Don't know about that. It's not C. There's no A. There's no A. Come on, guys. And the E's in the wrong spot. Give me another letter. Oh. It's Qien. Yay. Qien guessed his own name. Good job, Qien. Qien OP. It wasn't even almost seal. That's the best when someone guesses. The best is everyone else looks and they're like, wait, is it seal? And then all of a sudden you're like, no, it can't be because of like 10 different reasons. Oh, you guys, it was supposed to be a Red Alert 2 building or a unit? I'm cheating at the hangman. Wow, what a dastardly deed. All right, now you guys know. The very first hangman we ever did was Berg, so you guys should know that some funny business is allowed. Snark was in yesterday's unit hunt, so keep your heads on a swivel. Only rule in the crowd games is there's no rules. And Qien's kind of a Red Alert 2 unit when you think about it. All right, so we got Zedd and Loka in the bottom. Qien and Beals in the top. And so again, you see them. Ardee 0808 redeems the lucky unicorn for Qien and Beals. That's just what they needed. They will appreciate that greatly. So again, oh, we see them actually, they're trying to push out. So Qien's in the top right. They're bringing a lot of early pressure on Qien. I thought they would try to knock out Beals. But you see Qien had to build a bunker on Beals' side, so now Qien's base is less defended. Oh my god, now we have a lucky unicorn on for both teams. I don't know what'll happen. I honestly have no idea what'll happen. I'm surprised the game's even still going. I thought everything would just explode. Alright, so now we see Qien and Beals both pushing on the right side here. Careful to, I don't know, taking those oils. Oh yeah, so he's out of range. Okay, nice chain reaction. Nice little unified push here from Beals and Qien on the right side. Doing some damage on Loka. Oh yeah, that's a good point. He could just go on the left side there, squish those GIs and make something happen. So now Beals is pumping drones, Qien pumping the rhinos. All the players' economies are pretty flush. Beals is about broke. He's on 3 oils. He's two war factories, 3 oils. Probably won't work, but we'll see if he can catch up with his oil. Okay, so, man, this is so hard to follow. I don't know why. My brain, like, cannot compute 4 players. It's really, really tough. So, everyone's still in this, but now you see, so Zedd has got to Battle Lab tech now. So only allied player out there. He's got his Battle Lab. Now he's pumping the Mirages. VW, yeah. Yeah, that's the issue we have here. We matched up these random teams right before. Teal hasn't really played much Blitz. That's why we matched him up with Qien, because Qien's the best. And a little bit of teamwork struggles from Team Qien, from the blue team. I think Qien's kind of given up on communicating as well, because Beals isn't really listening anyway. So I think he's just like, screw it, I'm gonna pull Lgnd, throw this whole thing on my back, which can be done. We saw Lgnd do it. But Lgnd and Zedd are playing pretty good here. They're just not making a lot of mistakes. It makes me anxious watching a 2v2 where the players aren't communicating. Yeah, it gives me anxiety. I feel you. I feel you. So Qien brings out the Kirov. Qien's on 8k. Qien's pretty comfortable here. Ooh, and Zedd throws a lot of Mirages on that top side. Oh, but Loka backdoors Qien while Qien's dealing with Zedd. Gets in, doesn't get too much done actually. And that Kirov from Qien still doing work. And Blue's looking pretty nice here. That's a lot of Rhinos. That's a nice Kirov. And Zedd lost a lot of Mirages there. That was a lot of Zedd's army. So they need to get a knockout on Orange, try to make this a 2v1 game. Iron Curtain coming for Qien in 20 seconds, 10 seconds? Oh, but if they don't, they need to go get some critical buildings here. That was a nice push, but they need to chop off someone's legs. MCV on the run now. Oh, will he get it with the chain reaction? Nope, Orange still has his MCV down there. Iron Curtain's the Iron Curtain to save it. Okay, so, but Orange still has that MCV. So Teal making a nice, Teal with the Desos. Beals showing up. Beals making it happen on the left side here. I like it. He's on a lot of war factories, and his Desos are doing work on Zedd's Mirages. So pushing Zedd back. Zedd now out with some Rocketeers to counter. And so Qien's pushing in on this bottom side still. Nice, nice. Okay, so that Orange still has his MCV and some money, and he's on 6k, so Orange isn't out of this game, but nice push from Teal. Does get that War Factory, but again, we see him targeting, now an Elite. He's got that Elite Rhino could take the Battle Lab right now. Elite Rhino could take the Battle Lab, yep. It will. That Elite Rhino is doing work right now. Gonna try to go for the MCV. I don't think that'll work, but I like where his head's at.
Wake your ass up, because it's time to go
Qien and Beals looking tough. They take that one home. Beals coming to play, but Qien doing a lot of work there. They made it happen. We were able to squeeze Zedd and Loka out. I think Zedd and Loka were just kind of waiting for those other guys to make mistakes, and it didn't happen. So that one goes 1-1. That brings... so Qien and Beals go to 3 wins, 3 losses. Zedd and Loka go to 3 wins, 1 loss. All right, here we go. So Ardee and Hassan, Zedd and Loka. So these guys, these are the teams from the middle of the bracket. Instead of, where the higher level, like, less experienced players, these are like the 2 teams that were probably like both, all 4 of the players in here right now are pretty experienced Blitz players. So this will be a pretty interesting match to see, I think. Beals, you've come a long way, man. You're evolving in real time. Blitz, man. 2v2 Blitz, dude. It's no joke, man. Things move quick in the old Blitz pit. All right. So, we got left versus right now. Allied on the top side, Sov on the bottom. So we got Asan and blue in the bottom right, Ardee and teal in the top right. Zedd and red top left, Loka and orange bottom left. Qien, it's just a warm-up, buddy. You're just getting ready for that real 2v2 later this month when we crown the true champion. $100 prize. $100 going out for the 2v2 later this month. $100 going out. It's going to be a big deal. We got 30 players signed up right now. Hopefully I get like 16 teams. Actually, we have 33 people signed up, I think. 16 teams. Okay, so now we got, hard to say, pretty even right now. Rockies battling, Rhinos battling, nothing too decisive. Ardee's just establishing himself in the top right, getting his AFC out. Maybe gonna try to push, no, we see no War Factory from, now a War Factory from Ardee. You sign up via the Discord. I'll add you. So VDub, in my Discord, you're in. There's a 2v2 locked group. I'll be posting in there. But basically, in my Discord, you can see the day and the time. It's just a matter of showing up. You don't really have to sign up beforehand because people don't show up anyway. So it's all about showing up a half an hour before the tournament starts. We're going to pick the teams. We're going to do 2 divisions. We'll do like a higher division and then like a less experienced division. And then we'll match up the players, try to even them out. More experienced players with less experienced players. So Zedd and Ardee both pushing tech on the top side. Oh no, Ardee still doesn't have his battle lab out. Ardee on 6K. All the chaos happening right down here on the bottom middle. Yeah, Going has to play Zedd and Qien's team still. Prism tanks on the top side. Man, my brain is just melting. There's just like so many things to look at. The official tournament will be hopefully 6 teams in each division, maybe. I think we have 32 players right now. There's 5 teams right now. So Loka's got pretty much edged out on the bottom left. Qien, who haven't you played? You haven't played Going? Who else haven't you played? Okay, have you played Lgnd? Have you played Ardee? Have you played... We'll look at the scoreboard after this. Ardee doing a good job with those Eagles, but only 1 AFC, and those Eagles are getting chopped up each time. But Loka, so Loka's pretty much out of it, but Zedd's looking tough with a nice group of Prism tanks here. But as Zedd goes down to the bottom side to try to help out, we're going to see Ardee pushing on the top side. And Ardee and Asan both still running full speed here. So with Orange getting knocked out, Zedd's going to get 2v1 pretty hard. A lot of Prism tanks here, so Zedd's going to try to make something happen. No anti-air. Those Rocketeers are going to chop those Prism tanks up. Qien, I'm with you, man. My brain's melting. We'll check the scoreboard after this. Zedd goes. Loka goes. Ardee and Hassan put one on the board. Oh yeah, so you just need to play one more. So both Zedd, you and Qien both need to play Go Going. All right, so we got Zedd and Loka on the left here. We got Ardee and Hassan on the right. You know, I wonder if you know what's happening. I think red and blue automatically start in opposite corners. I'm trying to think because it's interesting. We always get left versus right or top versus bottom. So super early base walk from Hassan. Loka's going to counter with his own bunkers. Zedd out with an early ASC. So both Zedd and Ardee bringing out the Rockies early. I think that's a pretty good move if you have a good Soviet teammate. If you get your Rockies and your Eagles, you can navigate the map faster. Try to help 2v1 people, kind of jump in, double team guys, knock them out. Both players have it. So it's funny, both these guys bring out the Patriot missile and the flak cannons to counter each other's Rockies. Alright, I gotta eat some eggs. Hold on.
Is not my army beautiful? Behold, it destroys everything you own. Okay. So Hassan's able to get knocked out there. So Hassan loses that MCV early. Loka now, yeah, going for Ardee as well. Wow, and we see another match go 1-1. It's kind of amazing. We had a lot of games go 1-1 today. We had a lot of even games, actually. Wow. That's very interesting. A lot of these would have been good best-of-3 series, but it's the way she goes. Too many games. So Zedd, Loka go 4-2. Ardee and Hassan go 6-2. So Ardee and Hassan finished 6-2. So basically, Zedd and Loka have to 2-0 here. Oh, Seal's not here. Damn. Seal's gone. All right, Go Going's team forfeits their matches. Zedd and Loka go to 6-2. Zedd and Loka versus Ardee and Hassan, 2 out of 3 championship. Boom. If there wasn't money on the line, but, you know, 30 bucks on the line, it's just not really fair. I mean, if players don't show up early on, maybe we throw a sub. But, yeah, when the money's on the line,
Can't really bring in a random player. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just another round of the Blitz World Series. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the championship. Best of three, $30 on the line. These guys have proven themselves, played a lot of good games today. In their prelim match, they went 1-1.
Don't die.
Perfect timing, Goryo. In their prelim match, they did go 1-1. We're now doing another best of three series. Winner taking home the $30, proving themselves as the first ever 2v2 champs. Qien getting knocked out super early, blaming his mouse sticking. Always unfortunate. You can't have the sticky mouse when you show up to the championship. Ed knows better than anyone. Ed, tell Qien about the sticky mouse. Tell him you can't use the sticky mouse excuse. Come on. Ed, throw something at Qien, huh? Oh, wait, hold on. I thought Qien was in this game. I literally thought Qien was in teal with a sticky mouse. Wow, 3-hour stream. My brain is melting. I thought Qien, I was watching someone get wrecked in the top left, and Qien's like, my mouse is sticking. And I'm like, Qien, your mouse is sticking? Woohoo! Gotta stick to the 90-minute streams, guys. Gotta stick to the 90-minute streams. All right. Zedd and Lgnd looking tough. Zedd and Lgnd looking tough. We see Ardee lose his MCV. That's unfortunate. The MCVs do matter. And, yeah, Team Zedd taking home a quick one in this first point. Yeah, so I think we should do, so like this big tournament we're gonna do, we'll all match up the teams, but we'll do some like we'll have to do like a pick your own team, like top level tournament too. Just get like 4 of the top teams, let the guys pick their own teams, because that'd be fun to see, like the top players who playing with the people they want to play with. We'll have to do a small little pro tournament like that too. That'd be fun. So Hassan is staying alive here, but and Ardee's got an eagle pad in his base, but Zedd and Lgnd looking really, really tough here. Everyone wants Fish on their team. Fish, you can be on multiple teams. Fish playing against himself, that's where it gets really, really interesting.
Is not my army beautiful? Behold, as it destroys everything we own.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think there's really any way out of this one. Zedd, they would have to. Yeah, with Team Zedd, both with their MCVs at this point, kind of a matter of time here. But Ardee's got a barracks and he's got an AFC, so he's got his paradrop. So Ardee, yeah, it's funny. Ardee's staying in this game. He's got his Rockies. He's got his AFC. Oh, but this oil is going to chain rack and take his barracks. So now Ardee can't build Eagles. So now Ardee's down to just these Rockies. He's going to try to get a chain reaction on this oil. Oh, he sells off that power plant. Ooh, takes that oil instead. Going to lose most of his Rockies for it, though. So Ardee left with a batch of Eagles. Hassan has had some really nice base walks today. Has Soviet base walks using the bunkers well. That forward barracks is nice, but with Lgnd and Zedd able to concentrate all their efforts there, that's going to be a pretty tough battle. So Team Zedd takes home that first one. Pretty decisive, but Ardee and Hassan were hanging in there. All right, so it is best of 3. See if these guys want to change their factions. Hassan, come on, buddy. Dr. Cortex. Buying himself a little bit more time to strategize. I like where his head's at. I like where his head's at. Dr. Cortex, Dr. Cortex, unlock. No, you're not allowed back. All right. Point number 2 here. Zedd and Loka can take home the championship with a win right now. Ardee and Hassan fighting to stay in it, keep things going here. It is best of 3, and we are not loading. Come on, guys. We've done so much today. Can we go a little bit further? Can we get a little bit more out of this? There we go. There we go. There we go. We're loaded up. We're running. We're running smooth. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. As before the storm really starts here, quick reminder, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe, drop a comment. Free for you. Helps me tremendously. Help me help Red Alert 2 take over the world. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We're almost to 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs has been the goal for a while. We're almost there, thanks to you guys. All right. We now got top versus bottom. So you see Ardee out with the early GIs to counter some early pressure. You see Hassan. Hassan's going to build some walls. I like it. I like it. So looks like Ardee and Hassan want to delay this game a little bit, try to resist that early pressure if they can. The walls, the early GIs. And again, you see Ardee go early AFC, going to come out with the Eagles. I like that. I like that. I think his Rockies have been being countered pretty effectively, but it's not a terrible idea still, I don't think, if Hassan can keep up the Rhino pressure and mix it with the Allied. Maybe a little Prism walk, some Eagles. I like the idea. Eagles coming, going to try to take out this power plant, but there is a flak track out. Ooh, can the Eagles snipe that? Gets the flak. Now the power plant. Oh, there's another Eagle. That Eagle's got a bomb. Bring him back. There we go. Oh, does he want it? Oh, he's waiting for the flak. Hovering that Eagle, waiting for the flak to come out. Love this from Ardee. Nice look. See Hassan applying some pressure on the left side there with his Rhinos. I like that. They do get the power plant as a Patriot missile comes out from Zedd to protect Loka, as Loka's probably low power. Hassan keeping the pressure on with the Rhinos here. A lot of sentry guns in there. Hassan pushing into a lot of sentry guns on the left side. No, you can make a navy, but you have to, on this map specifically, you have to capture the lighthouse if you want to build a navy. Any of the Blitz maps with water, you can build a navy.
Is not my army beautiful? Behold, as it destroys everything we own.
Okay, ooh, and so Hassan is chased out pretty nicely there, but if you look on the back ends here, Hassan has a massive economy rolling. Ardee's got his AFC out. Ardee's now going to start bringing a Prism Walk on the right side. Hard to say. I think Ardee and Hassan are in a pretty good spot. Yeah, the water on this map is just hard, but you kind of have to have map control to do it because you can be countered from land. But you can do it. And so Zedd pushing Hassan back on the left side, and Hassan with way too many dogs. Heals. Hassan, what are all those dogs for, buddy? Too many dogs for Hassan. A bunch of fodder. He doesn't have any tanks. Hassan trying to hold on here. He is going to be able to chase him out, though. Doesn't lose anything too valuable there. So that was a failed attack from Zedd. Hassan's still comfortably in this game as Ardee brings the Prism Walk on the right side.
Behold, it destroys everything you own.
Wow, where are the taunts at? I always forget. All right, I'll deal with it later. Yeah, I like this from Ardee. I like the Prism Walk. I like the Rockies. Hassan and Zedd are just trading units on the left side. Just trading units. Smashing tanks into each other. But Loka's in a pretty tough spot. This Prism Walk is absolutely devastating. You have to mass conscripts. Against the Prism Walk, you have to mass conscripts. Try to fodder. Ooh, but no anti-air over there. And Hassan takes a lot of chip damage on those rhinos before he gets that flat cannon up. So now Prism tanks, and so that pretty much knocks out Loka. You can see the players' names in the top right area. On the scoreboard, it doesn't really work. I've explained it a couple times. I don't have the energy anymore, but it doesn't work on the scoreboard. Yeah, and so a nice push. I like that. I like the Prism Walk from Ardee, and Hassan did a good job just keeping Zedd distracted. He was constantly on him. He resisted Zedd's attacks. He counterpunched nicely. But Loka has been able to save his MCV, but they are completely backed into the corner now. Yeah, and so with, it's pretty much a 2v1, but Loka does have his MCV. I'm going to try to add a layer, though, that makes the right section of the screen bigger. I think I can do that. Because then it'd be nice. You could see their credits and their names. Yeah, and so that brings us to a game number 3. Wow, Ardee and Hassan put one on the board. The championship game comes down to a barn burner. Barn burner, game number 3, no timer. No timer for game number 3. Let it roll, boys, let it roll. Barn burner, game number 3. So we switch over to the no timer map. Ba ba ba. Oh yeah, that little clock. The clock's all confused. It's just magnifying part of the rocks. Another layer to fix. Another layer to be fixed. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, okay, okay. So, championship game, game number 3, $30 on the line. We get left versus right, allied and Sov. Nice little mix. We got Zedd in red in the top right. We got Loka in orange in the bottom right. Ardee in blue in the bottom left. Asan in teal in the top left. Should be a banger. 1-1. Ardee and Asan looked pretty good. That was pretty good teamwork that last point. We do see now, though, Asan. Again, we see Asan and Zedd going to be fighting on the top side with Loka and Ardee battling it out on the bottom side. And it looks like very similar openings again. Asan going to use that wall. What's the scoreboard now? It's 1-1. Takes out one flat track, but yeah, I don't know. I think Ardee needs to mix things up. Maybe not. Maybe the Prism Walk will work. So coming in, yeah, the Prism Walk going to take out that battle bunker. And so Loka needs to, you got to get conscripts out. You know the Prism Walk's coming. You got to bring a bunch of conscripts, throw them in there. Ardee just going to continue this Prism Walk, but Ardee with no anti-air in this group. And Loka's going to backdoor Ardee here. So Loka now in the back of his base, but now you see Asan coming to support Ardee on the backside, so Ardee can continue the Prism push. It's nice teamwork there. Loka now pretty far out of position. What is Zedd doing? Oh, Zedd doesn't have a War Factory. Ah. Zedd with no War Factory. Interesting. A lot of tanks now in his base. Oh, the Paradrop on the backside. And Zedd slipping in this championship match. That's Ardee's Paradrop doing work on the MCV. He's able to save it. But Zedd with no tanks. Oh, are these Rhinos going to get the AFC? Looks like they will. Zedd's able to hang on to the AFC just barely. And Ardee and Asan looking really nice right now. And Zedd's Rockies now counterpunching huge on Asan. Eagles, oh, Eagles hit. They hit Ardee's AFC on the bottom side. And Zedd, that no War Factory early on, that strategy is working out. These guys did not build any anti-air. Zedd went all air. These guys did not counter it. Zedd coming strong. Paradrop on the top left. The Rockies doing a lot of damage. I don't know if they really got enough done, though. Loka's kind of out of commission. Doesn't have enough going on. He needs to have another War Factory out. He needs to be massing conscripts. So there's nothing coming out of Loka's barracks. Loka's on 4K. You got to have conscripts to counter the Prism Towers. So Zedd now able to withstand that early pressure. He's now out on it with his Battle Lab. He's on 4K. Rocky's going to dive on this oil. And these guys, the blue team, refusing to build anti-air. Oh, a massive chain reaction. Oh my god. Zedd sees the opening, jumps in there with the Rockies, and just totally wipes out Ardee. Ardee is left now with, Ardee's got nothing. Ardee has no barracks, no War Factory. So it is a 2v1. Loka just needs to delay a little bit, stay alive, and not get knocked out. But Zedd's coming in to finish things off. Why leave it to chance? Zedd drops the hammer. Wow. Zedd calls GG's as he rolls in. Wow. And Zedd takes it home. Wow. That early, I mean, early on, Zedd really spread himself thin. There was some opportunities for the opponents, for Ardee and Asan to make something happen, but not able to do it. Not able to do it. Let's see that replay. I think I got the replay. Here it is. Here it is. Eagles, left side. Look at that chain reaction. Juicy. Ooh. Yup. And with that, Zedd and Loka, winner, chicken dinner. Winners!